To this wonderful OTECH Pro live. Our topic today will be looking forward to a brighter future without anchoring by the past. That's our topic. So we don't want to look at the past. We just want to move forward. We're looking, for what is to come. And it's really a lovely day, sunny, and our time will be changing. The UK time will be changing. So we're moving to the springtime tonight. So we just want to make all our fellow UK and EU to know that time will be changing. So we'll be coming maybe 5 hours. We're just moving ahead, closer. So yes, the topic is a great topic, and we just want to have a great participation. So we just have that discussion. We're looking now forward. We're not thinking about the past. The past is already the past. You cannot hold to the past. They said if something is broken, you have a broken bottle. What do? You just say, okay, I'll buy a new one. You don't need to mourn about the broken bottle. You just sweep everything, put it in the bin, and say, okay, you look forward. So I will call on our brother here, Mike Ellis, to share on this topic, looking forward to a brighter future without anchoring by the past. So, Mike Ellis, over to you.
Yeah, no, thanks, Collins. Yeah, I think looking forward is the place we want to be. It's the only place we want to be. Now, last week I was on with the OTECH pros, and it was a great webinar last week, and it was looking forward also. We're always looking forward right now, and I ended it. I told people that I would come on and talk about the numbers a little bit. They really are extraordinary. And when I'm done, hopefully you won't sleep tonight. Marty and Andy Burke, they talk about the numbers quite a bit. And I will get into them, but I want to start with where we are, where Mr. Mufareh is, and just start with a couple of little concepts that I think are pertinent for us today. When you look at what we're doing, when we look at what's coming, what Mr. Mufareh is going to roll out in front of us, you want to keep in mind that you want to be independent. You don't want to be controlled by anybody. And when I say you want to be independent, you want to be independent, financially independent. You want to find that place where you have that freedom and liberty to live the life you want to live. And if you're not independent, you will be controlled. And that's just the way it is around the world, whether it's governments, whether it's businesses, whether it's personal. If you don't have that independence, someone will come in and control you, period. It's just the way things work. And when I look at Mr. Mufareh and what he's going to be rolling out to us, he is independent. And a good example of that is, as he rolls out everything that he's going to be rolling out to us, he will not be a public company. He will be a private company. Why? Because he wants to keep his independence. If he came out and was a public company, there are the bigwigs out there that can come in and flood a lot of money into it, and all of a sudden they control the business. Mr. Mufareh would not control the business. And Mr. Mufareh will never relinquish his independence to anybody. Why? Because he wants a company that is virtuous. It does the right thing. It does the right thing all the time. And he wants a company that instills his vision into people. And his vision, obviously, is for us. He wants us to succeed. And when we start talking about the business that Mr. Mufareh is going to unroll to us, it is a business. It is sales. That's not a dirty word. In order for you to make money, sales has to come in. As a sale comes into your organization, you make a commission. That's the way it is structured. And of course, when I tell this to people, they come in and they go, well, sales, it's not something I'm really good at. It's not something that I can do. And when I start to talk about the numbers, the same question comes up. They hear the numbers, they go, well, they're very impressive, but I couldn't make a sale if my life depended on it. understand, and really, this is the riddle that we're going to be unrolling right now. At least I'm going to be unrolling. And it really is a riddle. Once you unroll this riddle, all of a sudden, all these pieces come together, and you see a way forward to start to take care of your future, your bottom line, your independence. And when we start to talk about the numbers, you have to understand what Mr. Mufareh is unrolling. And as we talk about what Mr. Mufareh is unrolling, he's giving us all the products, all the tools to set up a marketing platform that will go to work for us. And as we do that, this is really, really important, guys. You need to understand this before I get into the numbers, because if you don't understand this, you're not going to understand the numbers, and the riddle will never be unwound. You're going to have a platform that has all the tools to put together that will go to work for you. This is not a passive business. You have to come in and you have to engage and you have to do a certain amount of things. It's not difficult. Everybody can do this. But if you don't do this, the numbers, they don't make any difference whatsoever. They really don't. But Mr. Mufareh, he's going to give us those tools, and then he's going to give us the products to sell on our marketing platform. So all of this is going to be very, very simple for you to come in, set up, and get in a position to start developing income online and get to that place where you have the independence, the liberty, and the freedom, the financial independence that you want and need. Then we go into the numbers. This is the fun part. And it really is a riddle. You know, once you understand the numbers, once you understand how they work, all of a sudden you know exactly how you're going to get to that place in your mind, whatever that figure is. You're going to know exactly how to get there. And you're going to go, well, that was easy. That wasn't difficult at all. And it really isn't. Once the riddle is unwound and you understand what's happening. When we start to talk about the numbers that are going to be coming on, again, Marty talks about these numbers every day. Andy Burke talks about them a little bit. He's a numbers guy. And really what I want to do is I want to take it just a step further. And it's not that much further, but a little bit further. And when I start to talk about the numbers, I want you to understand we have to make some assumptions. And Marty and Andy do that all the time, of what could happen. And I'll throw those numbers out there in a little bit. But understand the numbers are never stagnant. They're always changing. I'll explain that in just a second. But when we think about the numbers, what we want to get to is a consistent baseline. In other words, we want the numbers to do something that is consistent over time to get to that place where we're actually making money online, developing an income, and getting to that place of financial independence. So it's never stagnant, but we do want consistency. And when I start going over these numbers, I think you'll understand that it's pretty simple. It really is. So let's take some assumptions. Let's assume that as you get your marketing platform up and working, because of the platform, because of what Mr. Mufareh has done, because it's so extraordinary how it will work for you, let's assume you can make 2 sales a week. It's not that much. It's not that extraordinary. But again, we're looking for a baseline. And once you have the baseline, you can understand how the compounding is going to work for you. So two sales a week, 4 weeks in a month, that's 8 sales. Okay. Again, not extraordinary, but when you think about 8 sales and the sales are $100, you make 25%, as Marty talks about, 25%, you make $25 a sale. That first month is $200. Now, in the United States of America, where I'm at, $200, people look at them and they poo-poo it. They go, well, that's not much. I mean, what's that going to do for my life? But when you look around the world, $200 a month additional is extraordinary. There are so many people around the world that if you could give them $200 a month, they would just flip out. If you could give them a way forward to make $200 a month, sales commission, they would flip out, absolutely flip out. but that's just 1 month. We need to take it down 12 months. And this is with one product. And you can pick whatever product you want, whether it's a webinar platform, whether it's an education platform, whether it's H&R, human resources platform, whatever the product is, one product. And if you take it out through the year, if you go to month 6, it's 48 sales. 48 sales is $1,200. $1,200. All of a sudden, now we're starting to talk about money that affects everybody. It really does. If we take it down to 12 months, that's 96 sales or $2,400. Okay, all of a sudden, $2,400 for most people, that'll change their life. It really will in one way or another. And that's just the start of it. You're not looking at the whole picture. It's just not 12 months. It's just not 12 months, $2,400. It's 12 months accumulated. So you have to add all of those up to the end of the year, and that's what you will have made that year. And that number is $17,000. Okay? That's one product, 12 months, 2 sales a week. Not extraordinary, but by the end of the year, you're at $17,000. Now that will change the majority of lives in the world, period. But that's just the start. Again, we're looking for a baseline. And again, these numbers, it really doesn't matter what the numbers are. It really doesn't. As long as we get to that baseline and we know these things will happen, it's like the 8 sales a month. It's not stagnant. You might get 1 sale the first week. You might get 2 sales the second week. You might get 5 sales the fourth week. Again, it's 8 sales in 1 month over the course of the year. All the accumulation, 17,000 a year. Now, we all know that Mr. Muffar is coming out with more than one product. And all of these products, they're superior, technology's the best in the world, and they cost less than anything else out there, lower price point. These products will sell because they're so good and they cost less. People are just going to flock in. That's why when I start to talk about 2 sales a week, it's just not a big deal. It really isn't. I believe that will happen for most people around the world. That's what I believe. We're going to have to wait and see. But again, I believe in one way or another, the baseline is going to come and you're going to be able to find out where you're going to be and how you're going to get there. If we go the same year with 2 products and we go to the end of the year, it's 192 sales in that year. And again, 2 products accumulated down, 192 products. Your annual income is $22,800. We're starting to get into some really, really good money for everybody now. If we go to 3 years, if we go to 1 year, 3 products, that was 1 year, 2 products. Now we go to 1 year, 3 products. It's 288 sales cumulatively. And the annual income is $46,800. But that's not the interesting part. The interesting part on that last month with 3 products is $7,200 for that month. Now understand, when you go into the 4th year, that's where you start. That's your base. It is just absolutely astounding when you start at $7,200 a month. And really, it's even more than that, because you have to add the sales you would have gotten for that month, which takes it up to $7,800 for that month. Now, I'm not going to run through the numbers of the 4th year because they will just blow you away. And I'm talking about everybody in the world. Very, very simple baseline, 2 sales a week, 8 sales a month, and then projecting that out over 1, 2, 3 products. Then you bring in a 4th product, a 5th product. The numbers, they are going to change. They're not static. They're going to fluctuate throughout whatever we do. But the baseline, once we get it, will stay the same. And once you start to understand the baseline, once you start to understand what's going to happen the second year, the third year, and again, guys, these are really, really conservative. I think the first year one product could be totally different. I think it could be way, way, way more than that based on what Mr. Mufara releases to us. But if we just go with some simple assumptions and we get that baseline, everybody here can figure out where they're going to be in 6 months, a year, 18 months, 2 years, the third year, whatever, wherever you want to be. And what it's going to show you, it's going to show you how to get to that place you want to get to. Some people want to get to $500 a month. That's it. Some people want to get to $5,000 a month. Some people want to get to $50,000 a month and more. All of this is possible when you start to calculate how these numbers can work and how the compounding effect can change everything in your life. I want you to play with these numbers. They are assumptions. They're what we think is coming. I think they're very, very conservative, but when you start to play with these numbers and you start to see the compounding, when you take it out over a year or 2 or 3, you take it out over 3 years and uh, you're just going to be amazed at what could be happening in your life. And it doesn't matter if you're in Africa, it doesn't matter if you're in the Asian belt, it doesn't matter if you're in North, South America, United States, UK, it doesn't matter. These numbers, the baseline will work for each and every one of us. And I believe as Mr. Mufara comes out and rolls out what he's going to be introducing to all of us, we're going to be able to look at what's happening in our organization, find that baseline, and then determine when you're going to get there. Now, the question I get after I go through this, and it takes people a while to look at these numbers and really absorb them before they're just blown away. And they come back to me and they go, because a lot of these individuals aren't in yet. They go, they get very, very excited and they go, okay, when is this going to happen? When can I come in? When can I start my business? I want this to happen in my life now. And I have to tell them, I don't know when yet. Mr. Mufara hasn't shared that. I know it's going to be soon. Could be days, could be weeks, could be a couple months. I don't know. But when Mr. Mufara is ready, he's going to come out and there's not going to be a lot of bluster. He's going to come out and he's going to go, it's time to run. Start your engine. Boom. That's how quick it's going to be. So stay ready, stay engaged, ponder the numbers a little bit. I think as you do that with a year and 2 and 3, you're going to find out, yeah, you're in the right place. And I can guarantee this. You're not going to be disappointed. We're going to have so many things to talk about as Mr. Mufara comes out and gives us everything. It's going to be a really, really exciting time. And we're going to be talking about things that, yeah, this is really, really cool. The numbers are really, really cool, but there's so much more ways that you can cut time frames and get to that place you want to get quicker. It's just a fun time right now. Hopefully that'll open up the conversation to everybody. I'll turn it back over to Collins. And if the numbers didn't blow you away, that's okay. Ponder them a little bit. They will, believe me. I've run it out to 2 and 3 and 4 years. I don't even like to go there because I don't sleep for months and months and months. Go ahead, Collins. It's all yours.
Thank you, Mike Ellis. Thank you, Mike Ellis, for just sharing the light, because honestly, you are a numbers person, and you, Maddie, you guys know this thing more than all of us. So we're just like taking a breath and said, people should really listen to this and understand what is coming, because what is coming is really massive. 2 of the take from what you said Mr. Ash Mofara is independent. So is the business. The business is independent. There is just nothing. So he can make any decision he wants. Any decision that is legally possible, he can take it. And again, you're talking about, the need for people to take this serious because you're already in. You need to know your business. You take it serious because it is only you who can decide how far you want to go, which is really, really possible. Anything on passive or in this business is possible. So, Mike Ellis, I know you just hold your breath because we'll still come back to you. So I want to turn now to our brother Madi Digamo. We're looking forward to a brighter future without being anchored by the past. I know you have a lot of information to share, so I'll leave it for you to come in.
Alrighty. Yeah, I mean, there's no end to this, but as far as the anchor, yeah, I cut that off a long time ago. I don't believe in looking back. But I want to say the impact of the company, Mike threw numbers out there, and I've gone through many, many, many numbers. If we had 24 products and you went A to Z and put a different amount on each one, even average would be $1,000 a month just in one sale. So what you got to do is if you look at the world right now, about half of the world population, a little under half, lives on $6.85 a day. Okay, about $200 a month. So you got to wonder, and these are people, I talked to Bob and a couple of these guys last night. You have highly educated people, but where they were born and where they grew up, there's no opportunities. And it looks like nobody's offering them an opportunity. That's why I believe looking forward, bringing millions and millions and tens of millions of people into this company is going to happen. And I believe quicker than we could imagine. You take a young guy, maybe from Cameroon, or a young lady that's educated, and Bob had told me they could make something like $5 a day or $10 a day riding people around on their scooter. Now, these are people with degrees. They have nowhere to go. It's like being the best fisherman in the world and you're in the Sahara Desert. You're not going to catch shit. I don't care how good a caster you are. I don't care what kind of bait you have. But if you really think about this, and I'm talking to people from Africa and India and all that, I like Mike. I've known the potential of this company for a long, long time. And thinking about the money and what it could do, it blows me away. And I'm a pretty big dreamer. I mean, I'm a very big dreamer. I believe in everything's possible. But what this company was designed, the way it was designed, I hear people talking about X amount of dollars. Yeah, I think you can make some of this money by accident. But if you really work at it, you use the system. There's one thing people need to know, and I mean people watching this. When you learn the tools and how to use them, if you can make $5, you can make $500,000. Once you learn how it works and you work it, that's possible. I'm not saying that's going to happen for everybody, but once you learn, now remember, the code in the real world on business is about 1 or 2% learn the code, whatever that code is, whether it's marketing, SEO, whatever. There's a code, and some people get to that and they learn it, and that's about 1 or 2%. With on passive, all of the mysterious part of it, or the heavy lifting, or the calculations and how to do this and how to do that, have been done by Ashmi Farah. You just got to learn how to use the tools to get what you want. I've said this for 6 years, over 6, at least 6. The power you have is you're here. That's plenty. Now, get in the system, rip the rear view mirror off. Don't worry about he shed, she shed, this happened. Who gives a crap? Nobody cares. Move forward, because I'm telling you, as we all mingle with founders and each other, we haven't seen nothing yet. This game hasn't started yet. We're sitting on the sideline. We haven't gone in the game yet. Now, you can go in the game or you can sit on the sideline. I recommend get in the game and run and use every tool you can to get where you want to get as quick as you can. Just imagine now, and I looked this up. Imagine half the world is living on $200 a month. Let's double that. You say, wow, double. Guys, double's $400. That's it. $400, double the income for 3.7 billion people. What would it do? you're starting to paint the world a different color. And I want to tell you, with this business, if you can help people get where they want to get, helping them with the tools, one thing is it educates you while you're doing it. Two is if they do well, you're going to do well also. So it's a win, 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 win. That's the beauty of the company. But there will be people in 4 or 5 years that have doubled their income, doubled, some more. And you're going to get an energetic young person from Cameroon, for example, get a little webinar with Bob and a couple of these crazy OTECH guys, and you're going to talk, and they're going to go, can I do this now? And the answer will be yes. What do I need to do? You show them how to do it, what they need to do, and back up. Just get the freak out of their way. They've never had this opportunity in their lifetime. They're going to be coming in. All Ash is going to have to worry about at that time is packing new servers in so he can handle the freaking flow. Because that's what I believe is going to happen around the world. Quickly, very quickly. And you're going to see your countries, everybody's countries changing. I'm going from country to country of Madagascar. What do they make? $60 a month? 2 sales and the guy won the lottery. Right? So let's put it in perspective. Now, while all that's going on, you take the system, you maximize what you can do, which I believe you should. We have no guarantees on how long we're going to be here. I say push the gas pedal to the floor and then show other people how to do the same thing. There'll come a day there won't be affiliates. I don't know when that's going to be, but I would imagine it could happen. Maybe not in our lifetime because we're going to be growing bigger at the bottom and on our way up. So this will be the biggest company in the world, I believe. There was a statement made, I believe, by Bob. You asked somebody in another country about Amazon. Now, to Amazon, this is the biggest thing that ever happened. Some countries don't know what Amazon is, except a rainforest. They have no freaking idea what it is. So that's one company that's worth $1 trillion, or maybe $2 trillion, and we haven't come to the market yet, and we're global. I hear people now saying, oh, I live here, I live in Australia, I live in Bangkok, let that go. You live on the globe. You're in a global company. You can blow this up everywhere. When myself, Mike, and Dan were marketing, we did one more time since we've been in, and we had people flying in from Morocco, right? From Morocco. And I never mentioned the company. I mentioned the opportunity in very short amount of words. But I'm saying, focus on, if you look at the people, almost half the world is living in poverty, extreme poverty, what that would mean to double their income. And that's not outrageous. $200. It's 8 sales at 25. Mike's right. There'll be different sales. If let's say you had 26 products, A to Z, all of them will be a different amount of income. All of them will be a different commission. The amount will be different, but it could still be the same percentage, 25%. It could be 30%. It could be 50%. We don't know. But I'm telling you, we do know one thing for sure. Asmifara wants to give away the farm. I believe he's got people hired to put restraints on him because he wants this to happen. He wants this to happen for everyone. But yeah, I believe, yeah, if you're looking back or you got an anchor on, let it go. Because like Mike said, there's not going to be a big warm-up thing. Here we come, 30 days, 15, 14. No. Okay, everybody, go. And you'll be going, and if you're the one worried about stuff that don't matter, or he said and she said, let's get ready to rumble. And you go, and then if you want to really blow it up, you don't have to go up and say, hey, I made $1 million last month. You say, because of this company, I paid off my debt. I bought a new car. I was able to change my address. I'm putting my kids through school online that I own. My business has a school online, top-notch school, by the way, which is another $1 trillion industry by itself. Those things, if that doesn't blow you up, you've got to be dead. You need CPR. You got to look at what we have, where we're going, and be ready to go and stop saying, well, I don't know, or can that happen? It's going to happen whether you do it or not. It's happening. You want to be part of it, go. Nobody's going to force feed you, but get the tools, latch onto somebody that can help you get started. And by the way, there'll be people that are not even in this company that will be multi-millionaires, and they don't even know what this company is yet. And they're only going to find out by one of you. And I'm talking to people outside of this webinar. So you are the key to an explosion, a big explosion. And the world needs it. Watch the news. We need it. And we might be the ones that the door knocks, and it's you. So anyway, that's all I have right now.
Thank you, Maddie. Thank you. Really, thank you. You've just blown it up again. You are the key to the big explosion. We are the key. Those who are listening and you are part of it, you are the key. And you touch a point, you said it's going to happen whether we want it or not. It is already happening. You don't need to wait. Even if you don't want to do it, it will happen. Mr. Ashmufra is not holding back. And you talk about the business have not started yet, but it is happening because the base is already growing. So we just have to watch, and it will take us by surprise. So let us be ready. So I will turn on to our brother down street. This is a big topic, looking forward to a brighter future without being anchored by the past. So what's your take? I'll leave it over to you.
Well, thanks. Thanks, everybody. It's good to be here. It's good to see all of you today. And, this topic is a very good topic. It's, immediately it reminded me when I saw it, it reminded me of course, of Scripture in Philippians, where Paul said, "Brothers, I forget what lies behind, and I strain forward to what lies ahead." Now, Paul in Scripture strained with every fiber of his body to keep moving forward and to win the prize that God had called him to. But so I say, try not to dwell. All of us try not to dwell on past, whether it's negative relationships or memories or failures or temptations or anything that might distract you from moving forward and focusing on the priorities that you have in your life. Now for me, number one is God. Number two is family, and number three is, and it's pretty common for number three to be work, but I look at it kind of like an opportunity that checks all the boxes for long-term stability and success. And that's not only for me, but for everyone who participates. And that's kind of like what we've got going right now, isn't it? It's an opportunity that checks off all the boxes, and it allows everybody to succeed. We talk about it. You hear Marty talking about it, Chris talking about it all the time. This isn't just for us. We're bringing people along with us, and they have that same opportunity to succeed. Now, I'm not saying that you don't learn from past failures, but to forget them and move on is a very healthy thing. Now, to forget simply means, when we say forget, a lot of times we can't forget, but forget simply means to dismiss it from your mind, or pay no attention to it, or stop dwelling on it. I think a lot of us have a tendency to dwell on negatives or bad things that have happened in our life. So don't let anything behind you interfere with your present progress or your future efforts. Your personal growth depends on you continuing to move forward and improving, not focusing and dwelling on the past. So it's like that image of an athlete running a race, and his goal is to reach the finish line and win that prize. He can't be getting in the starting blocks and start remembering about the past races that he lost. He has to be determined to stay focused on the present and win today. So remember, everybody, we only have today. Now, Marty just mentioned that we have today, and my advice to everybody here is to make it a great day. So how do things which are behind us hinder us our progress and growth? Well, we all have a tendency to hold bitterness and anger, and it can slow us down. and keep us locked in the past. So get rid of it. Get rid of that bitterness and anger. And it could even mean forgiveness. It could go up to somebody that you've been bitter with and angry with in the past and forgive them. We all have a tendency to rehash a lot of the hurtful times in our life and open up old wounds. So my message is to eliminate that junk or that evil from our minds and focus on an exciting future we have with this amazing company. And focus on the exciting future you have with your family. Focus on the exciting future, think about the priorities and have fun in life. And, Mr. Mufara, getting down to the end here, Mr. Mufara is a perfect example of a man who has not let past mistakes dictate the prize that's coming very soon. And that prize that's coming very soon is a prize for not only Mr. Mufara and his family and the relief that he will experience, and we are all looking forward to the relief of the stress that he's had over the last years, and have him get reconciliation for a lot of these obstacles that have been in place, and just to move forward. And I can't think of a guy who's look, he's been working hard every day in the present. Okay, in the present, we talk about today. He's been working very hard every day to make this vision, this dream, a reality. And he could not do that if he dwelled in the past, or he didn't focus on the task at hand every day. So I am so excited about moving forward with Mr. Mufara and this amazing company. And I'm also excited about moving forward in this company with all of you. So that's what I have for today, guys.
Thank you, Dan. That was really beautiful. It's true. We just really need to, throw away, forget about all bitterness and hate and all of those, and just, try to gauge our eyes to the future. That is most important, because we need to set our priorities. In life, those without priorities always struggle, because you need to know what is important. Do you dwell in the past, or say, no, I need to really move forward positively and help others? That is really good, because you call on God first, family, business can come after, because without God nothing happens. So that's really beautiful, and I just hope a lot of people will watch this and really get excited of the great sharing we are hearing today. So I will move to my own brother again on the screen, Mr. Chris Johnson.
Well, thank you, Collins. Wow, you guys, all three of you, Mike, Dan, and Marty, you gave me some really good stuff to bounce on. And you know what? Mike talks about numbers. Andy. I never talk about numbers, but I'm going to talk about them right now, and I'm going to put it in perspective. And this is honest numbers from me, because I know me. I know my numbers. I retired. I get approximately $3,200 a month from my pension, which to some people is $1 million. I understand that. And I'm only telling you this because I want to put something in perspective for you. Then you got to take your taxes out, of course. And I heard, I hear Marty talk about sales every day. Now that's a total, I wrote it down, for $3,200 for 12 months is $38,400 a year. Okay, 1 year. But what I didn't tell you, or what you don't understand, it took me 32 years to get that. Okay, 32 years. Why am I saying this? Because if you listen to when Mike talks about numbers, or Marty or Andy, you're going to surpass me, I believe, in your first year with sales, with you doing this. I'm fishing right now. Oh, I forgot to make a post. Greatest company in the world, works for you, great products, cheap. Boom, back to fishing. Oh, holy cow. That's really what your work is. Talking to people, making a post. Every one of us, and I'm yelling, I apologize. Every one of us have a social media. Every one of us have neighbors, friends. God, don't go by family, because they're not going to believe you until they see it. We all know that. But think about it. 32 years of being cut. This is me now. Broken, sliced, diced. I breathed chemicals in that damn near killed me. Still kept going. Didn't care because I was making big money. Week to week, I was making really big money. And I'm thinking, I'm making this big money because I know when I retire, I'm only going to make a couple $1,000s a month, which is a lot. And I'm not bragging about that. But what you're going to be able, and I believe this is my opinion, listening to my brothers talk about numbers, you're going to kill my pension, and my pension damn near killed me. 32 years of struggle. You talk about an anchor. Now, I'm going to ask you to do something. You might have came in 7 years ago, 6, 5, 4, 2. Don't even start that yet. Day one, when we launch, when Ashbafara says, bam, let's do this, that's when you start counting. You're going to surpass what it took me 32 years to get. You can ask Dan, he's in the same position. He knows what I'm talking about. I think most of you do. The anchor that I had on me was working ungodly hours. Ungodly hours. No one should have to do what I did, but to me, I was greedy. I'm making as much money as I can because I know when I retire, it's not going to be there anymore. And that's it. Your pension doesn't go up. That's it. So when I got into this company, I thought, my dreams are bigger. I'm not going to really be able to live the life I want to live on $3,200 a month. That's my life, not yours. I'm talking about me right now, which I don't normally do a lot. But just think about that. 1 year or 2 years' time. I used to say when I started, trade 30 years in for 3 or 4. Trade it. Why did I cut the rope to that anchor? I already went through it. You guys already went through it. But there's kids out there that are going to have to go through it if something like this did not come along. There's going to be, listen, big manufacturers, won't say names. You are a number. You can be replaced because there's a billion people that want a job, a good paying job. And the people that I witnessed, hard workers, breathe the same crap I breathed in. Where I worked in the body shop in my first 13 or 14 or 20 years was called razor blades. Everywhere you moved or touched, there was solid, straight razor metal. And you were getting cut. And I had Kevlar and hard hats and boots. It didn't matter. If you got cut, I was a welder. I took flash burns to the face. All for the sake of money. I want to change that. That's why I talk about this company. We could talk about people's struggles. I want to take away 32 years of hell for anyone. And this isn't just about labor workers. Mike Ellis is a carpenter. He's probably a really good carpenter. He works his butt off. I was a laborer for a carpenter. I know what it's like, but not at his age. All right. And I'm not making fun of Mike whatsoever. I have nothing but respect for the guy. Truthfully, Mike, honest to God. I want to take that away so a 19 or 20-year-old kid or a 30 or 40-year-old man or woman doesn't have to go through what I did or what Mike did or what Dan did. Even sitting in a cubicle for 30 years will mess you up. I didn't tell you about the miserable people I had to work with who had pretty good jobs and complained about everything. That's another anchor that was around my neck. Just deal with it, Chris. You only got 32 more years to go. I want you to think about it. It's a simple trade-off. Do you want to do what I did? Or you want to make something of yourself in 2 to 3 years, I believe. But then again, it don't stop. My pension stops. When I die, my pension stops. My kids get what I have left, which is they're going to be lucky, by the way. But you're on passive accounts. It keeps going. You can legally will them to your family. So the business that you started 7 years ago, whatever time you started in this company, that's going to keep growing. Your kids are going to be the happiest people in the world. Your grandkids are going to be the happiest people in the world. Everyone out here knows that I was never an MLM guy. I was working in a real job. I didn't try the MLM. I don't care about that. It's all junk anyway. Until I seen this company. No, I don't have to buy a suit. I don't have to buy CDs, books. Hey, you can be just you. You don't have to fake it till you make it. You can talk to anyone you want about it. It's your choice. You can go to a webinar or you don't have to go to a webinar. You can sit back and watch it grow, or you can put a few percentages into it, like a post. Real simple stuff, guys. You do it already every day by saying on your Facebook, oh man, I got 2 ducks in my pool. All right. Hey, guess what? Now I'm putting, hey, I got 2 ducks in my brand new pool. All right. I'm not going to brag about what I have because of this company, but it will show. I promise you that. It will show. So trade it, folks. You want to work 32 years and be cut, poisoned, sliced, bad back, bad knees. So when you do retire, oh, it hurts. Or do you want to go fishing? Or do you want to go on a vacation and not have to worry about, man, I only got a couple days on vacation this year. This is unlimited, folks. Unlimited income through sales and commissions. And these guys really only talk about one product. Multiple streams of income. I'm really happy that for the first time in my life, I'm going to be able to sleep and make money. I'm going to be able to do what I want to do and make money. I can work at it hard. I can work at it not so hard. But I'm going to earn something. Period. Through a company that some guy, this nice guy we'll call him today, who wants to give away it all to us for everyone, no matter color, religion. It doesn't matter to him. He just wants people to have a better life. And I think everyone on this panel wants the same thing for all of you. So don't pass this by. Check it out. You got questions, we're going to answer them for you. But when it does take off, at least you're in the starting gate. Don't wait a year for me to come out and say, oh boy, notice I'm not sitting in that kitchen no more. Get involved now. I'd hate for you to miss this. This isn't an opportunity. It's a complete life change of getting away from the same old crap that every one of us went through and are going through for the past 200 years. Work, work, work. Work and no play. Work hard. Kill yourself. Destroy your body. And someday you're going to retire and someone's going to push you up that hill with a wheelchair. This is the place, guys. Collins Manna, back to you.
Thank you, Chris. This is wonderful. You know, if you listen to Chris, what Chris said, this is the first time in his life where he will sleep and the business will work for him. And not only for him, for all of us. There's truly no business, because even people advertising different things and they say, wow, come, do it. You can sleep while you make money. It is not true, because the effort that they are putting behind is ridiculous. It's crazy. But this is the first time you have a system that will work for you, only to push the button. You know, so it is your choice now. You either work till you die with little pension or no pension, because even if you look at it now in Europe, retirement age increase every year. You know, we're talking about 67 years, soon it will be 70 years. So when are you going to enjoy your retirement? But what if they can offer you a business, as Chris said, where it can cut down that time frame, the work time frame, where you know within 2 to 3 years' time, you don't need to do it again. You can tell your friend, I'm done. I'm not working again. I'm gone. I'm doing something else. I have something that is working for me. And you can enjoy nice holiday, visit country that you wouldn't have ever imagined, you know, because that is the life, the God-given life, for you to sleep, enjoy your time and financial freedom, visit the enjoy the universe. So Chris, thank you for that. Really, really thank you for bringing that up. So just want to go to our brother now, one of the OTECH Pro, Bob, there is something that you said yesterday, and I know you have a lot to say about this.
Can I interrupt 1 second, Bob?
Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First thing is, Chris, I had the same dream as you about the pool and the ducks. The only thing is the duck part at the second part of the dream, I'm laying in that new pool eating duck. You know what I mean? Anyway, no, Bob, I would like you, if you would, lead up to what happened with this woman visiting you, and Minnow's going to play that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think you'd be the best one leading up to it. Then Minnow's going to play it, and then you can go from there. And I'll try not to interrupt again. I doubt it, but I'll try.
Great, Maddie. Thank you, Maddie. Thank you for bringing that. Yes, this the fun about this. So to cheat, so we can bring a lot of information out. So yeah, Bob, go ahead, take it from there.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. As you all know, I was in Cameroon. I just came back on Monday. I'm going to be, maybe at some point, I might be emotional just because of the experience and everything that I saw on the ground. So bear with me. So when I got to Cameroon, I actually have a lot to say regarding the topic, but Matthew has just thrown me off, but that's fine. So when I arrived Cameroon, I went to the west region of Cameroon. That is where my father is from. That's where our origins are. So I drove west, I went to the west, and I went to the grounds where my ancestors are. I actually went to the sacred grounds where 7 of my generations, and I went down on my knees and I prayed on all of us, everybody. Our founder, Mr. Ash, all of us here, all those who believe in him. I prayed for us. It was thereafter when I came back to the southwest region, where our house is in Kumba, as you know, Collins, where this evening we sat at home, and this lady came. She knows my mother. She doesn't have any idea, nothing about, I've never spoken to her about our company or anything of the sort. But she is known as someone who is very pious, very religious. She has this thing in her. So as we sat and we were chatting just before she left. This is true story, no joke. Let me speak like Mary. No joke. Before she left, she said, let's pray. I'm like, fine. Our Catholics, we pray all the time. And this lady stood up. And before she prayed, then she said, I have this revelation. And she just goes. And that's the video that Mino is going to play now. So Mino, please.
Encounter from Bob Takusi. A peaceful evening in our Cameroonian home. A lady joined us, prayerful, warm, and full of grace. As we prepared to say goodbye, she paused and asked us to pray. But before she did, she shared something unexpected. She said, I see a revelation. You're standing at a door beside a man of Middle Eastern descent. The door is opening to the world. What awaits you and others is beyond imagination. It will happen within 3 months. She had no idea who we were, yet she spoke with divine clarity. I smiled and affirmed her vision. Yes, it's true. We are on the verge of something historic. Guided by faith and led by our founder, Ash Mufare, we are ready to open that door together. May God bless us all.
Indeed, she spoke with divine clarity. And when Mari put this video together, I sent it to her. And she said, it's sooner than you think. Those were her few words to me. So let's go back to our topic of the day, Brother Collins. Looking forward to a brighter future without being anchored by the past. We should, guys, we should all look forward to a brighter future. For one reason, One and one reason only. Our founder, Ash Mufare, he has said to us unequivocally several times that this is the mission of his life. He's putting everything on the line for us. He's working 24/7 on the clock for us. He's doing everything he can. He's saying that I'm going to do it or die for us. So why not look forward? Let us look forward. Let us embrace the future with optimism and leave everything behind. I'll give you a few reasons why we should, guys. We should all reflect and learn and understand and acknowledge our past experiences. Mr. Ash has told us we've made mistakes. He comes out publicly and he tells us I've made mistakes, we've corrected them, I've taken back control, and I'm directing the ship, and we're going now to the right direction. He told us in his own words that what is coming is bigger and better than what's gone, guys. So let us move forward, look forward. Don't worry about the past. Let us embrace change. Embrace change. Change is inevitable, he says. He told us in the back office, if you look, Ash says, change is inevitable. Embrace it. You know, if you don't change anything, nothing will change, he says. So embrace it and let's move forward. Embrace that change and move forward. There's this famous saying, when you do something over and over and over and over again and expect a different result, what are you? What? If you do it, the same thing over and over and over again, expecting a different result, that's the definition of what? Stupidity, right? So we embrace change. He's going to change and he's changing for a different result, and that result is imminent, guys. Let's surround ourselves as we are here, surround ourselves with positivity. Engage with people who support us, each and every one of us. Come here, come to this webinar every fortnight, where we inspire and we ignite that flame inside you. Look around for people who support the ideology, who are supportive to you, to all of us, to our founder, Mr. Ash. That is what you do when you're moving forward. Forget about the past. You can't change it. It's water under the bridge. And he's doing everything he possibly can to make sure he dots the I's, he crosses the T's, so that when we go out, when he goes out this time, nothing can stop us. Like our brothers here have said, nothing can stop us. You know, take care of yourself, each other. We should take care of ourselves, our health, our mental health, our physical health, exercise, go into clubs, exercise clubs and things like that. Our mental health is very paramount as well. We want to be healthy so that when we move forward, we have all the means and everything to do, enjoy life. We want to be healthy to enjoy your life. So that's my take on when we talk about moving forward. Don't be bogged down. Don't be anchored. You know that anchor that you throw the anchor on the ship, you throw it to hold the ship down? No, let loose of it. Because we are moving forward. We have a man who has dedicated his life for us. He has a mission that has ordained, that is being accepted divinely, as we see all over around, everywhere around us. It's a divine mission. We just happen to be benefactors of something, of this grace. It's a grace that we can never pay back. The only way we pay back is by also doing what our founder, his intention is. In Cameroon, guys, they are also looking forward in Cameroon. I was there for 2 weeks. Like I said, I went to the west, went to my village, then I went to the northwest in Bamenda, Collins. As I was descending the station hill, I could see the sprawling city of Bamenda beneath me. And as I went down the hill, I went down and I went into the city. You could see a city of resilience and endurance. Resilience that we'll be talking about and endurance, I see it manifest in the peoples. A whole city with graduates, like Marty said. You are talking about people who are, Cameroon, first of all, just so we know, Cameroon has a very high literacy rate. We are about almost 80% as of 2023 or 22. I think only Ghana and Kenya might be above Cameroon when it comes to literacy. So everybody is educated. They are highly educated and sophisticated. But there's nothing for the men especially. They are riding bikes. They use bikes as their taxis around city. You see a bike, a motorcycle, about 4 people sitting behind. That's how they earn their income. But you engage these people, you see waste. So I spoke. I met a few founders who are very energetic and excited about us. They are moving forward. They don't care about what has happened in the past. Lots and lots of them. They are moving forward. They believe in us. They watch Marty and Chris. They watch everybody, Mike Ellis videos, all the OTECH pros, the heroes. They follow it religiously. And I'm sure some of them are listening to me as I speak. So they are also moving forward in Cameroon. You know, but my highlight was a story, a young man that was with us. A young man, he's a nephew of my friend with whom I went to Cameroon together. His name is Rema Nanga. He's 25 years old guy. He has a master's in marketing already. Well, as I saw him, I saw myself 35 years ago. A promise without hope. But I spoke to him. I gave him the details of what is to come. And then I pulled an ash on him. I pulled a classic ash on him. I told him to dream big. I said, dream big. I said, no. Upgrade your dreams. And then I said, no again. I said, reverse and upgrade your dream no matter how big they are. I said, you know who told me that? That is the founder of this company, the company that I've been telling you about, a system that is built for all of us, everybody around the world, so everybody to come in and succeed. And as I said so, tears ran down his eyes. Raw emotions, with a little snot on his nose. And I told him everything will be all right. I told him we are fine, like my brother Oliver Fonte will say. I said we are fine, and I gave him that hope. I said, hope is coming. This is and there are hundreds, Brother Mike, Chris, and Dan. Hopefully, you guys will come. Let's go to Cameroon, Brother Chris. Please. You will see promises without hope. And this system is being prepared for them. And it's not only in Cameroon, all over Africa, guys. This is prevalent all over Africa. Young men, the women have resorted to the street, the easy way out. But the men, no way out, they are riding motorcycles around the country. People with qualifications. This guy, this son of ours, Rema, if you take him and drop him in the United States, he can become anything. And they are like that all over Africa. And Mr. Ashmufara is preparing the ground for them. Back to you, Collins.
Thank you, Bob. This is just drop the mic. You know, this is really amazing. And I believe a lot of Africans who are watching this, I think they really know what you are talking about, because we know what you are talking. That's the place we were born, we were raised. We know it is hard, really, really hard. A promise without hope. All of us have been there. It is true, 100% true. But we are in a company, as you said, which is divinely ordained. It's a divine mission, and we are just the benefactor of it. So I think this is something that a lot of people will take it and run away, especially in that continent, because they are struggling, nothing. There are, you know, today I was watching something like Bob, he said, I just want to say it. I watched it on YouTube. A guy from Ghana, the girlfriend left him because he doesn't have any income. Because he was just selling something on the street. The guy said, how can we meet up? So, bye, I'm done with you. I cannot cope. I watch it, but this guy is doing well in his business. He said, my girlfriend left me because I'm selling this on the street. So, and it happens, you know, so this is really great, and something that is coming, Mr. Ashmufara is putting together, it will bless the whole world. It will bless people immensely. So we just have to take it serious. So let me turn now to my brother. I know Oliver is eager to blow the place. But Oliver, this is your turn. Take it.
Wow. Man, Bob. though we know all these things, we are going down there, we are going to come up, we see these things, and we just keep them in a very low way. And when Bob came back, when Bob was calling me also back home on daily basis, giving me the updates, what is going, he's doing, what's going on, I said, okay, therefore we are there. We are there. You know, closer and closer, we are there. He told me a lot of other revolutions that he didn't say, he didn't mention it, but this makes me to understand that we are there. Thank you very much, Bob, for that. And I also want to thank everybody downstream, Chris, Marty, Mike Ellis with the numbers. Man, this company is not only about the technology that Mr. Ash is putting around. It's about the vision. It's about the heart and the passion. Like what Bob just said, P&G, Africa, India, Australia, global, all over the world. We are coming. Get ready. Get ready. Your life are not going to be the same again. The technology that Mr. Ash has put in place is going to make all of us to have a comfortable and better life for tomorrow and for our generation, and we are building that legacy. When I look into this company that Mr. Ash is building, I also want to say something to some of us, the early birds. Stop complaining. Stop asking. I heard Chris and Martin today talk about some people send a letter or what. We need one thing now. This company is done. It is a supercharged turbo engine that Mr. Ash is bringing. A supercharged turbo engine that is going to break the internet. Knowing who he is, knowing who Mr. Ash is, we've been with him now for about 5 years. It is some of us 6 years, 7 years, 8 years. He has been talking. He makes us to understand that it's a do or die. It is a do or die. He has been consistent with that. Upgrade your dreams, like Bob said and others. Upgrade your dreams. Reverse and upgrade your dreams. He knows what is coming. I keep saying he knows the market. He knows what customers they need. But we will need a little effort, less than 10%. Within your comfort zone to make the money, you sleep. Like Warren Buffett said, if you cannot sleep and make money, then you work till you die. This is the company that you will sleep and make money. This is the company that you will be beside the beach. You use 3-4 hours a day. This is the company that when you wake up from bed to use the restroom, you pick up your phone, you look, you go to your wallet, you smile, you go back to sleep, and you wake up 9 o'clock in the morning. Not 9 o'clock in the morning to be in the office, to go at your job, but 9 o'clock in the morning, you sit beside your coffee, taking a coffee, and you look at your wallet, you smile, and you think what you want to do next. Time is that you can do whatever thing you want to do with your time. This is the company that is a supercharged engine company that, as I said, let me repeat it again, we are going to break the internet. Going to the numbers that Mike Ellis has put together, and also to what Marty is going to from countries to countries every day. This is a compound interest commission. It is going to be a compound interest commission. Mike Ellis said $200, 8 customers, 8 sales a month. The next month, pap, compound interest. The next month, pap, compound interest. Go and look at the definition of compound interest. It keeps adding, keeps adding, keeps adding. Not only that, we have multiple sources of income, different products, stand-alone products, stand-alone companies. Each time Mr. Ash will come and add another product, please run or you flee. Take it, put into your online store. You don't need to do anything. It's done for you. It is done for you. Each time each product comes in, and each of these products are billions of dollars. Like Maddie said, the Academy is going to be $1 trillion company. Everybody be ready. Get set. Get set. We are coming. It is at the corner. and our life, like in Psalms 23, says, goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our life and in our generation. You have a company that you have the tools, like Mike Ellie just said. The tools are there for you to take and make the money. You have control over your business. You have control to determine how much you will make a day, a month, a year. Why shouldn't you be in here with all the tools that are there? We should be focused. Action time is coming. We should be focused. Action time is coming. Like Madi Degamo said, you have the key. We are the key to open for people to flock in. And where are they going to be? Under you. No, you know what that means. We have the key to open. Anybody that I should be sending, they will all come under us. The company was built to create millionaires, or to design to create millionaires. And it's you to determine that. It's only you. I'll also add my voice to what my brother Bob said. Our health. We should take care of our health. Because when you have good health, you sound good, you'll be able to impact people's lives. Because then you've already filled your tank, like our CEO has put it. Fill your tank first, then take care and to uplift. That is the vision of this. That is the vision of this company. A company that is going to bring high demand products with impeccable value. Why should us or others be in? Then I'll say it again. P&G, Africa, India, Australia, all over the world. We are coming. We should not complain. We should stop complaining. When, what? All what we do, we need to do, pray for Mr. Ash and the team. Pray for God to give him the wisdom to be able to manage and carry on everything. Pray for Mr. Ash. We should know that this is a global, super global in company. Like I'll say it again, it is a supercharged turbo engine company. There's compliance. The technology. Payment processor is not something that you think is a walk in the park. He is working day and night to make sure that when we come out, or when the day he will come and say, guys, set, go. Guys, take that action. That is the moment that we are waiting. Stop asking questions. Sit, chill, take your coffee, tea, water, whatever. We are there. Bob just told us about the revolution from the lady. There are a lot of things. If there's anybody that is loyal and trust and has that vision and belief and have that faith also in this company, you should be feeling something now. You should have that inner feeling that is there, is coming, because I do have it. I think all of us that will have that feeling, all of us that believe in Mr. Ash, we know that is coming. He has made how many outings? The 24th of December came to Maddie and Chris Johnson, their life. He sent a text message. Go and follow them. Listen, read that text message. You will know where we are now. Nobody needs to tell you. You don't need to be asking any question. You have to know where we are now. Thank you very much, guys. We are looking forward for a brighter future, and we should stop thinking about the past. Collins, bye.
Thank you, Rod. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, this was really good. Yes, you have really put a lot of things out there for those who have ears to listen, and those who said no, they want to wait until they see. It's up to you, like Chris Johnson said. You know, Ash knows the market, he said, and Ash knows the customer need. You know, we just have to get ready, because what is coming is bigger than what is already gone. Mr. Ash Mufara told us. So thank you, my brother Oliver. And now turn now to our brother Vincent. Take it over.
Oh, thank you, Collins. So before to start, I would like to thank all the speakers today. Thank you all for the great webinar today. I'm very pleased for that. Thank you again. So thank you also, Mino, because I know you haven't said anything yet, but I know also you will say something. Thank you also, Collins, for also the great job that you are doing. So today, back to the topic today. Okay, thank you, Bob, for also that revelation. That's also one powerful and wonderful as well. Yeah, thank you for that. So the topic today is looking forward to brighter future without being anchored for by the past. So like we always say, I'm no worry. So when you see me, I don't look for someone is worried. Since I've been to that business with Mr. Mufara, I know that I'm not worried because I know exactly what Mr. Mufara is doing for the future that is building for us because we know, I know that the strategy like planning, the visualization, even the aspiration, even the action that is taking. So leave me saying that I'm not worried today because I'm going to benefit that for tomorrow, something that is going to change so tomorrow that I would like to see. So this is what Mr. Mufara is doing. And then it's going to change our way tomorrow. This is going to impact my life and then also other people around us. It's going to impact also their life because this is what is coming, as always saying, is greater than us. And then what we don't know is bigger than what we know. So all this coming to let me say that I'm not worried at all. Even in my dream, I'm not worried because I know what is coming is great and big. As Mike saying, Dan, Chris is big. Some big thing are coming. You guys know even better than me. But I know, but little I know, I'm not worried at all. For day and day, I go to work and then I come home. People say, this man, you look no worry at all. I say, no, I'm not worried for anything. I'm here just to do my job and go home because what is coming in my future, what is coming forward me is bigger than what I'm doing here. Yeah, I'm here like doing exercise because sitting, waiting, it will take me too long. But coming to work and go up and down, play, it make me push life on. So let's us all together come together, let's keep doing the good job that we are doing. Let's stay behind Mr. Ash, be together, pray for him for all the job that is doing for us because he need also prayer. He need also our support. So it can have also big power to continue and have the courage to do also the job that is doing. He's doing a great job. So he need also motivation. He need also determination. So all what we are doing also allow him to get also the great power to do the job for us. So we thank him also. We thank everyone for what we are doing. It's also part of the good life that we are looking forward. So before to end, I know some people called or sending message that, oh yes, it's down, all this is some work that Mr. Ash is doing behind. So you shouldn't worry. Don't listen to those guys who are saying something. Don't worry. Be positive. Always be positive. When you are positive in life, you have a positive thing also coming into your life. If you are negative, you receive negative thing. So be always positive. We know what is coming is positive. So you can fry ice without breaking. So if this thing is down, there's for a reason why it's down. So let's be positive, not say some wrong thing. Yeah. And also those of us who haven't we use a lot of email for our account. I know it's been for a long, some people maybe forgot to log into those emails. So please, if you have a few minutes, a week or even a month, just log into that email account. We never know because if your email account stay on for maybe few months, some of them up to 3 to 6 months, they will your email will be not active. So and then will be a problem tomorrow. We never know if we will need it to use in the future. So it's part also of a future. Please, if you haven't logged into those emails that you use for your account, once a month, at least if you don't have time, you are busy, once a month, try your best, log in, and then we never know. But so, because if the account is still active, anything tomorrow, you can still use it. But if you leave, and then this company, if it's maybe Gmail or Outlook or Yahoo, they lock your account is inactive. no way you can get back again. They will ask you to open a new account. So, and then it will be a waste. So please, guys, let all of us, if you have so many accounts that you have using, have a habit to use it at least once a month, at least once a month. But if we can more than that to do that, it will be also good for our also future. So it's part of the future that we are talking. The bright future is make sure that we are not stay behind. We make sure that everything that we are using for this great business is active and positive for us as well. So I'll leave it there, Collins. Thank you very much for today. Yeah.
Thank you, Vincent. Ray, thank you. You know, that's really a great word that you've just used. It's Ash needs our prayers. You know, every time we stay, we need to pray for him because what he is doing, it's not easy. Honestly, some other people will just throw it away and say, you know what, they're looking for easy route to just disappear. But he is still with us. He needs our prayers. And you say you will not even worry. That's the encouraging word because the little that you know keeps you going. You know, people refuse to even understand the business, understand where we are. They don't attend webinars. They don't even want to listen to nothing. They just want to wake up one day and say, there is something here, you know, which is really, really bad. You need to be engaged, you know, understand what is going on, even have a little knowledge. Like my Ellie said, it is not business as usual. You must do something. You must come in and participate, you know. And then you talk about positivity. We must always try to be positive, you know, because positive attract positive. Negative will always attract negative. So if you are more negative, you know, you always go down the drain. So every day we just have to be positive. So thank you, Vincent, for that. Now I'll turn to our sister, Mino.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks, everyone. So not being anchored by the past may shape us, but it doesn't have to define us. Growth happens when we release, sorry, what no longer serves us. We can't soar while clinging to the old anchors. Hope lives in the next step, not in the past steps. The weight of yesterday doesn't belong to tomorrow's journey. And I appreciate what Dan Street said when he said, our future deserves more attention than our regrets, and letting go is not forgetting. It's choosing peace over pain. Stay hopeful, stay engaged, stay loyal, stay on course, and remember to tune in to tomorrow's Heroes webinar at noon Eastern Daylight Time. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Mino. Thank you, Mino. You know, we need to stay engaged, you know, and, you know, stay focused on what we are doing. Bob, your hand is up or you want to say something? All right. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. Anyone want to say something before I go? Mike Ellis, want to come back to you? You have anything to say? Downstream, you have anything to say?
Yeah, are you ready, Collins?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah, the terrific webinar. Everybody was really, really good today. It really was terrific listening to all of you. This isn't hard for the new people that are listening. And more we're going to be talking to people that are new and who are not in yet. And they can't get in until Mr. Mufara launches the business. But this is not difficult for you. Whether you're 18 to 85, if you're looking for a way to develop an online income, and I can say this, I mean a substantial online income, not poo-poo money, substantial. All you have to do, as Mr. Mufar rolls out the business, come on in and test the water. It's not going to cost you anything. You can come in, sign up, look around, look at the products, look at how the system works. When you do that, I know you're in, period. 18 to 85, the younger you are, the more time you have. I can't even imagine your future with this company in 10, 15, 20. My mind won't go to those numbers. They're just too high. But if you come in, take a look, test the waters, You will not be disappointed. Guaranteed. Back to you, Collins.
Oh, thank you, Mike Ellis, for for reminding us again, and especially those who are looking for something. There are people really out there yearning and looking for something that will change their life, and this is really the place to be. The door is open, and when the door is open, really, just come in, take a look. It costs you nothing, as Mike Ellis said, it costs you nothing to just walk around and take a look. But when we look at the topic now, for those who are joining, the topics about looking forward to a brighter future without being anchored by the past. So we are moving forward. So we take example from our CEO, because most people are trapped by their past. When something happened, they say, you know what, they always sit back and mourn, blaming each other, blaming people. Instead to look for the way forward, they sit in muddy and blame and blame and blame and blame disappeared. But Mr. Ash Mufara didn't stop there. He said, he made that decision, because if we look at the last post, he said, what is coming is bigger and better than what is gone. It means he did not anchor by the past for what has happened. He made a drastic decision, drastic change, and propel us to a better place. So if we are looking at what is there, what we already know, we are missing the plot. We are really, really losing everything. Because what happened gave that opportunity for Mr. Ash Mufara to see further, to look at it and say, you know what, my God, this is even much better than where we were. And if anything happened, God will still propel us again to a better place, better than what we are seeing now. So this is the time for us to even celebrate and say, thank God that it happens. Thank God that things like this happen. What if we were a multi-billion-dollar company and then it happens? What if we were, say we are talking about 2 billion people knows this company, or 3 billion, and then it happens? So thank God that it happens, because these little thousands or hundreds of thousands, just a drop of water in an ocean. Billions are there who don't even know what is going on. And when they will see it for their first time, they will be celebrating. And what will happen? We will sit behind watching people going crazy for something new. And you will ask yourself, that is when we will start to celebrate our journey and said, we were there from the beginning. We saw these things starting from scratch, attending webinars, seeing Mr. Ash Mufara building it from strength to strength. This ABC happened. This man didn't give up. He changed again and moved on. And now look at the product of what has happened. We'll be sitting, looking at it, maybe in a transit way, like you are in a trance, that what has just happened. But the world is going crazy for something that one man, the dream of one man, put together to bless mankind. So like Bob said, we are just what? The benefactor of the blessing. So let us be engaged and let us stay focused, because that's the only way we can see the glory of God shining on us through one man, Mr. Ash Mufara. Thank you guys for coming, for tuning in, and we'll see you again in 2 weeks.